Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Oakland County, Michigan. I'm an A7 size girl in an A2 size world. I bought this set. I did not buy the stamp set. I only bought the designer series paper because I really liked it. This Mediterranean Blooms. This is not for me. Oh, sorry. Please note my host code for June 2024. If you purchase anything in June 2024 that's under $50 from Stampin' Up! And don't have a demonstrator, I'd love that if you would put that host code in right before you check out. Let me know if you have any questions about that. All right, so I bought this set of designer series paper, Mediterranean Blooms, and the Opal Rounds, I believe they're called, Opal Rounds assortment. I really like the blues in here. Mediterranean stamp set, not for me, but I did use just the designer series paper of the B side. That's what I like the most. I'll quickly go through it for you. Yes, it cuts out the oranges. The dies cut out some of the oranges, but this is why I really grabbed it. I like the blues in here. I thought it was really pretty. Kind of like the Country Lane, but not. I hope that makes sense. Still the blues in there, but I like the tiles in it. Like I said, if you like the oranges and lemons, that's perfectly fine. You can still do this technique. You can actually do this suite with any designer series paper. It has become a staple of mine to use designer series paper. If you watch my initial videos, you'll see I hardly used any designer series paper, but I really grabbed onto that. And I like that you can use designer series paper to create a variety of cards. I know you've seen the sketch before. Here it is. Really cute sketch. We're going to take a piece of, what is this? Is this boho blue? Yep, a boho blue. Piece of boho blue that is 4 1/4 by 11. Score that in half at 5, so a top folding note card. Then we're going to take a piece of balmy blue and cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. Now I think I want to knock off 1/8 of an inch. Let's see. These pieces, you have 4 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 square, okay? And then 4 pieces, so 1 1/4 square here. And you only need 3, but I'm going to do 4. I'll show you why. 4 or 3 pieces of 1 1/4 by 2 1/2, so just doubling it. And I think I want to take off just 1/8 or 1/16 of an inch off of my, so really I kind of want it at 3 15/16 by 5 1/4. All right, I just want to take off that little bit because I think it just makes a little bit of difference. All right, so here we go. I want to start here. This one I didn't leave an edge, and it has pretty thick lines in between. You can do that. This one I'm going to have I'm going to make so it's a tiny bit of an edge on the boho blue. Let me see. Nope, the balmy blue. Let me see if I can show you this. If I do it right here, like the tiniest bit. There you go. Just so it has, these lines aren't so wide. All right, the lines in between, the in-between lines. We are going to make a 5 by 7 sketch of this as well, because I make 5 by 7 cards. All right, so I have my Sweet Petunia press here, and I like to lay these out beforehand so I know how they're working. So I like to go one little square by a rectangle, and then a square here. like that. And I do like to use my 6-inch T rulers. That helps me get these straight. And then I like to do a, whoops, got to make this up a little bit, a rectangle down here. I'm going to have to scooch these over a little bit, really, because I did cut off that 1/8. All right, and then I like to do a, oh, maybe we should do this rectangle here. Okay, and I like to do a rectangle here. That. And let's change this out. That's why I like to, you know, map these out beforehand. So I like to change them up a little bit. There we go. And I like to do a rectangle here. Like that. Do I want to do, nope, I'll do this one here. Place that here. Now I cut all the little ones I wanted to, and it looks just like that. Now you do not have to do, you can have a rectangle here as well. This is where we're going to put the sentiment, right between these two. This is how I like to make mine. So everything's a little bit different, but you do you. All right, so I like to have it like this, and I'm going to put my sentiment right here. But if I want to do a thinner sentiment, I want to have something underneath it. So let's see if we want to do it like that, then you'll still see the ones behind it if you want to do longer. All right, so that's why I chose to cut 4 of each of these. You don't have to. You can cut 3 rectangles and 4 and just not put this one on here and put this right here. And then you'll have that empty piece right there for your sentiment. But I like to, yeah, do it this way, just in case. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. I have my silicone mat right here on the side. This is silicone, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to just glue these up, trying to get all the edges. Like I said, I'm just going to do the tiniest amount of edging here. And then I'll do this one. It looks as though you can do it by 4, and it might be easier if you do 4 by 5 1/4 if you don't want, if you want edging on the side. So this is 3 7/8, and I butted up this designer series paper right to the edge on each side. See? Here I'm going to try to leave a small amount of balmy blue on the edges just to give it a little bit different look, and I shouldn't have taken that 1/16 off. All right, we're going to put this in the middle of these and work from down here. There we go. All right. Okay, do this again here. You also can put it in your hand. I like this precision glue gun, so you can do that. Going to add that here just a little bit. Like I said, you can use your T ruler if you want to make it straight. I don't know that I need that much. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm that particular. There we go. This one goes down here. Takes no time. You can cut these up really quickly and make several different cards out of the same designer series paper or several different designer series paper, up to you. You know what I mean? You can take a day or whatever and just cut a lot of them up, and that would be fun. cut several designer series paper in 1/4 of an inch square and 1/4 of an inch by 2 1/2. Just cut those up, and the next day make all of your cards. That would be fun. Here we go. Just like that. Now I have all of these here. They look pretty good, nice and straight. All right, now let's see if there's really a difference here. No, not really, I don't think. I don't think it matters. If you're going to leave a little bit of the boho blue around, I would not cut it down any. If you are going to line these up to the edge, then I would cut it down a little bit. I hope that makes sense. I'm really not trying to, you know, make you guys crazy and not know what I'm talking about. But like I said, you'll just add this to this. And I need a thank you note. So, you know, I make thank you notes in 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Put this right here in the middle. There we go. Now, I could take this, but we'll see what my sentiment dictates. I want to use one of these things, and I think I want to do this one. So let's see. I like this one a lot. It will fit, but I think I can cut it down so that you really can see that it is under there. I don't know why it matters. This actually looks perfect. I'm just going to place it like this, and I will get an ink. Nope, get a block. And I need a stamp pad, need some cushion underneath it. You can also use your Stampin' Pearson mat or your catalog will work too. Mouse pad, whatever you got, just a little cushion. I'm going to do that in Misty Moonlight and stamp up my thank you. I like this thank you, very pretty. There we go. Great, thank you. Whoa, scooch this over here. And I'll pop this up with some dimensionals. I guess babies are the ones that are going to work today, because that's what I grabbed first. Here we go. Make sure you get some in the middle. Whoops, don't want you there. Well, good heavens. It does take a little bit longer to use the babies when you're not really using a baby item, but that's what you grab, that's what you grab. You know how it is. They're over there somewhere. All right, here we go, and I'm just going to pop this up. Like I said, it does go right here. But you can put it anywhere if you want to. I am going to put it right here. There we go. I do like that there's tiles underneath, just in case if I wanted to do a thin, maybe happy birthday from Magnolia Mood, I can do it thinner and wherever I want to. All right, so that is that. I really like it. What do you think? Let's do it in a 5 by 7 size. Let me tell you the size, because you guys are going to kill me. I apologize, but I really wanted to make this in 5 by 7, so I'm just trying to find, there we go, and I'm not doing a thank you card, of course, in this size. I have 4 pieces here. Let's just make sure that they all match, yeah. All right, now, this is not a square. This is 1 1/2 by 1 5/8 because, of course, it is longer, by 1 1/2 and 3 1/4. All right, so this is how this goes. I want one like this and one like this. There we go. Oops. Here and here. So that's how that's going to go. Just like that on our card. Still very pretty. Do I want to switch this? Would I rather have more of these? No, I guess I've already cut them, so no big deal. I'll just have it look like this. It's perfectly fine. So again, boho blue for the card base, 7 by 10, scored in half at 5, and balmy blue, 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. Now, just going to add this here, place this here. Here we go. I think I do put these right to the edge. Right to the edge, I believe. Put that on in the middle of these two. And then now these are going to have a larger center because see how wide this area is going to be? That's okay. That's where we're going to put our sentiment. There we go. Whoops. And then here we are, right here. Just like that. It's very pretty. All right, let's take a moment and, whoops, add these on. Okay. I like this precision glue gun. I do have it linked for you down below with my friend Lori Heiling. She's my upline, my very good friend. She's just wonderful. And she will take very good care of you if you have any questions about the precision glue gun. All right. She uses Tombow Mono in hers. I do not. You can buy extra empty sets, extra empty glue bottles to do whatever you want with. All right. And just make sure that your 1 5/8 goes down and your 1 1/2 goes across. So 1 5/8 long, 1 1/2 wide. That way everything will line up for you. So this is the short side, this is the long side, so the short side goes on the top. And I like to do it like this so that my middles look okay. And once you see the short side and the long side, it's really easy. Just make sure the shorter side goes across and the longer side goes up and down. That way everything will line up. And this one, woo! Not a true, square, but enough. Enough of a square. We're just going to line these two up. In the middle. Scooch this up a little bit. I like liquid glue for that. There we go. Now we're going to line these two up. Perfect. This sketch is so cute. I really like it. I really like it with all the different, what do I want to say? Designer Series paper that Stampin' Up! Has. We have such great Designer Series paper that you can use lots of different ones for this sketch, and they will look great. Okay, so I go from here and then I go to the bottom up, because remember there's going to be a larger space in the middle, and that's just because of how much you're putting an 1/8 here and an 1/8 here, so you have to have you're only having one spot here, so that's 1/4 inch. So double, but we're going to cover that up and no one will even see it with our sentiment. Now we're going to use a larger sentiment here. I like this one. It says, just a note to let you know that you are loved. All right, so we're going to put that down. I am going to grab my block here. Let's find the block I want. I hate when my blocks get all out of sorts, don't you? And I'm going to take time to put this straight on my block. All right. And then I'm going to grab my scrap paper here. Does this fit? Yeah, it does. Whoops. Other side. And then I'm going to take a second and I'm going to stamp right here on my glass mat just to make sure that it's straight. So I have it all stamped up. I'm going to make it straight here and stamp down. And it looks pretty good. Everything looks straight. It's a tiny bit off, but nothing that I'm going to worry about. And then again, I'm going to put that straight here, ink it up, make sure this is straight, and plop down. Now, let me tell you, it's a little bit off. Little bit off. Let's try it again. I have extra. Yeah, that one's better. Let's do it here. I have extra pieces. There we go. That one's better. And I'm going to cut this down. Let me tell you what my final measurement is. I really want it to kind of go in the middle. I think that will look best. So let me cut this down. All right. Let's cut this down to, this is at 1 1/4 right now. I think that looks good. And we cut off a little bit on the edge. I don't want to give you an exact measurement unless you're using this exact sentiment. This exact sentiment will be at 3 3 1/4 by 1 1/4. If you're going to use this exact sentiment. If you're not, I want you to use the sentiment and use the measurements that you need for your sentiment, because there's lots of different sentiments that you can use on this. Whatever you need, a happy birthday. And this will work great for thinner sentiments, because as long as it's 1/4 inch, it's going to cover that up. You can also banner each side. Do you guys call it banner or dovetails? Dovetail. What do you guys call when you flag each side? Let me know. Banner each side, flags. There's lots of different ways to say that, isn't there? But instead of putting this on the one here where it would go on the other sketch, I'm going to put it in the middle right here. Let me show you that card that we did. No, really, where's the card? Oh, here we go. All right, we're not quite done. We have some of these gems to put on, these oval rounds. I'm just going to add some. I do like these colors together. At first I thought, wow, they kind of clash, but I'm liking them more and more together. Especially with all this blue. Now, let's grab our rounds here. What would be really nice, I think, using Night of Navy or Misty Moonlight and embossing this in white. I think that would be really pretty. I am going to 1, 2, 3 here. Going to add, whoopsie, 3 just on this one. And then some whites out here. Do you like these iridescent ones? Whoops. Yep, you don't have your backing on. Let's get some adhesive on you. There we go. So that's that, and that's that. I really think that this needs an underlayer of blue. I know it's not supposed to because it's supposed to have that, but I really would like this finished in some way. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you like the 5x7 one? It's a lot of blue, isn't it? All right, so these are very similar, so I'm not going to put that up there, but let me know what you think. Let me know if you need those measurements or if you have any questions. All right, I really like this for a thank you note. Super easy, and you can just have 1 1/4 by 2 1/2 and 1 1/4 square pieces of designer series paper. Those are easy scraps. Love this sketch. And I don't mind this one. Kind of wish that I had done a different designer series paper for this one, but it is what it is. Wasn't gonna recut it. You know, a different pattern. I don't like this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Have a good day, guys. I think this is a really great sketch. I'm gonna put up my host code one more time if I can find it underneath all of this stuff. Let me know what you think of this paper. Let me know what you think of the sketch. Let me know if you have any questions. If you purchased this, if you liked the other side and bought the whole set, let me know. And if you'd subscribe, well, I'd be super, super happy about that too. Thanks, friends. You have an amazing day. I'll see you soon, all right? All right, thanks so much.